Oh shit, we got filters up in here. Very cool. Let me turn this off here. Um, yeah, I didn't want to make a big, thing or anything. I'm sure everyone already knows what's been going on with um, Jaime getting arrested, Ophelia getting arrested, and there's like a lot of questions in the air. A lot of people don't really have everything. Like I've heard things on both sides, but I'm not going by. I'm like, yes, I would like to report this, and I would like to, give proper information out. But if I'm just getting a bunch of, hearsay, it's not even worth, giving the information on. That's why I'm not even in my office. Like I'm here on my couch, got my tortilla blanket. Yeah, I miss, I miss Jaime. It's weird, like not seeing him at this time. Um, the information, I don't know if it's true or not. I've heard that he has three charges. One of them was stalking. I don't know what the other two were. So don't go by my word. Don't, take my information and like say like, oh, well, you know, Victor said this. Just telling you what I've heard. Y'all could, fact check me. Y'all correct me. I'd really like to be corrected if I have any of this information wrong. I've heard Jaime has three charges. He's going to see the judge in the morning. And I heard Ophelia has like that her charges are in the double digits. That there's multiple people that have multiple charges on her. I don't know the exact number, but from what I've heard, it's a lot. That she has a lot more charges on him, and she'll see the judge in the morning also. Um, if they're given bond, hopefully, Jaime has a huge group of support. I know everyone's gonna pull together. I'm gonna see what I could do. I don't have a lot to give, but I'm gonna see if I could find out who's in charge of putting like something together to get him out. Because I mean, I feel like he needs to be out. Oh, that he'll be out tomorrow morning. Okay, that's good. Ophelia's son. Um, I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know all her sons, so I don't want to give out the wrong name or anything either. Like, out of respect to her, like I don't. We have our issues, but like I don't speak about her sons or anything, so I don't want to get the wrong like information out there. I'm trying to be, fair, but like I felt like I called this earlier, like last week. I said something big is gonna happen, and not that I knew what was gonna happen or had any idea what was gonna happen, just that I had a feeling, and I was right. I knew something big was gonna happen. I wish Jaime wasn't like involved or like that he didn't get any of the end of this, but he did, and I know a lot of us are waiting for him to get out. Um, I'm not gonna go out and bust out the free Jaime shirts yet. I'm sure he'll get out tomorrow, and he'll give us all the proper information, like everything that happened to him. Because when I heard like that he didn't even get a chance to speak or anything, that he was like arrested right away, and it's kind of messed up. But from general consensus, like everyone here is saying, like he's gonna get out. So I'm trusting you all. Um, I know three charges of stalking. I don't even know who. Like I'm sure Ophelia had the charges, and I don't know if she um put the charges like saying that her sons were also stalked, and maybe that's what they piled up. Like I said, I have no information. Like no one's giving me anything. The whole situation is sad. I mean, for yes, I've been fighting for this blanket with my daughter and my wife. We're all fighting for this blanket, but look who has it. Um, it's crazy that like people are getting arrested because of like fucking social media, because it was like fucking having a YouTube channel, and it's causing people to get arrested. Yeah, it was a matter of time. Like I knew like it was gonna happen. I didn't know when, but like all the signs were there. Yeah, I want to get a blanket that looks like foil paper so I could say I'm a couch potato. Just wrap myself in it. But yeah, I didn't want to make this long. That's why I'm not even in my little studio room behind me. I'm just on my sofa. I was watching TV. Um, Probably gonna play a game or something right now. I just wanted to say like it's messed up. Robbie contacted the Raymondville Police Department months ago when she threatened me and accused me of damaging her headstone. I know other people have also. There's some people that I've spoken to. They're like, yeah, I had a report of her. Like I reported her in Edinburgh because that's where I live, or I reported her in Brownsville. So that's why I don't know the exact number. But when people were saying that it was, her charges were in double digits, I've heard 12 and I've heard 16. I've heard two different numbers. I don't know which one's right, but I think it is believable based on the number of people that have told me that they filed charges or they've contacted somebody. Um, and hopefully, I know Jaime was had like a cough. I don't know how major it was, but he had been coughing. Like I think yesterday's video, he had like a really bad cough attack. I'm sure it's the Halloween ones. Like even though the sisters went onto her property or Angie's property or whoever's property, um, the injuries that they suffered could still be assault charges. I think there's harassment charges also. I could be wrong. His brother said he has bronchitis. See, like hopefully he gets the help. I know there's a lot of jail sections that really don't care that the person in there is just supposed to be held there until the morning. I've seen jail cells where like people puke and like their puke is still in there. Like it's not a priority to really take care of them, especially like in a city jail, in a small city jail like Raymondville. Like I don't think it's gonna be, you know. At the same time, it's not supposed to be a fucking vacation, but I think there's a lot of. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. I'm trying to hold up my phone. The federal cyberbullying law. Who knows? Um, I know the law passed like in September, but I haven't really followed up on it. That's my fault, and my fault only. Hopefully, he gets some kind of care. Like even if they have to like transport him to a medical thing, I know they do that. As long as he requests like medical treatment, like they have to give it to him. They can't deny it. The only thing is they will charge him for the transport and stuff like that. And we don't want to add more charges. Not that kind of charges. We don't want to add more money that's going to be needed. Was he detained due to jurisdiction? I have no idea. But yeah, I know there's a lot of support. I know there's people trying to figure out what they could do, but we all have to wait until he sees the judge in the morning. And hopefully with any help from his brother, any help from his supporters, any help from like his close friends. I think Frank is trying to put something together. From what I've heard, I haven't spoken to Frank about it, but hopefully with all this, everyone comes together. He gets out tomorrow. He tells us the situation, what went on in there, and um, I guess we all just have to wait. I didn't want to make a big thing. I didn't want to make like an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour like video talking about this stuff because there's so there's so much going on and such little information for us to go off of. And I think all the speculating and all the theories and all the I heard this or this person told me this is just gonna make things more confusing. Um, Everyone's gonna get confused, and then information's gonna get wrong, and people are gonna get more upset. Both sides have very passionate fan bases. That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing when the fan base wants more drama, wants more, uh, want, just wants blood in general. Let me see. The comments are disappearing, so I can't really keep up with them. Yeah. Well, I'm saying it's mainly the fans. Like, I'm sure, like, no one wants to be doing this for the rest of their lives. I'm sure, like, no one wants this drama to continue and be doing this 5 years from now and stuff. But if the fans want it, it's a pressure. It's a pressure when you have you know 100, 200 people in your chat saying like, yeah, like do this, or like let's keep going this, and then you have all these private groups where people are saying like let's go after this person or have photos of this person. I know where this person works, and it turns into this huge kerfluffle, and it's messy. And I maybe I don't know if Ophelia really does have like all these charges. Maybe a few days while the Peacocks raise the money, because I'm sure the Peacocks are going to try and raise the money. Like that's their thing. They do what they want with their money. I'm not saying that they better not or anything like that, but I don't know. Maybe a couple of days will do good. I mean, it was even my wife was like, why isn't anyone live? Like you usually like pop in here and there and everyone's live and you haven't said like what's up, like what's going on with the drama. And I was like, there is no drama. Like everyone's gone silent. And it's kind of weird. But I'm sure Haim's gonna be back. I'm sure Ruby's gonna be back. I'm sure we're gonna get like all that back. Oh, she was live. Did she turn off the video, or like did the video come off, or what happened with that video? Um, Man, I feel so tired to be honest. I don't know if you saw my post. I've been dealing with like an illness, and my mental health hasn't been that great. That's why I haven't been doing any videos. But yeah, I'm hoping at some point tomorrow, like I get a phone notification and Ruby's channel's live streaming and we're getting to hear everything from him. Yeah, and I'm not saying Jaime's the one out for blood or anything. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that some people get too involved into this. Not the creators. I'm saying like there's some people, some silent supporters, some peacocks, whatever you want to call them, that get way too involved in a situation that doesn't even concern them, that might not even be in their area code, that might not even be in their state, but they just want to keep pushing it because it's entertainment to them. When, these are people's lives, there's two individuals in jail because of what's going on right now. And it's okay for everyone to do. I'm kind of like a teenager. Wow. Everyone's welcome here. Like if Fly Butterfly Fly wants to, support Ophelia, like that's cool. Like I'm not gonna, kick Butterfly off. Like everyone's welcome to support who they want. Person stayed started on Jaime before Jaime even started. Yeah, I heard that like that whole threat with the gun. What was that about? Like I feel like no kid should be like talked about or anything like that unless like they get involved. Like I know the her daughter's been like a topic at times, and like that's something I don't agree with because like I feel like the daughter really hasn't done anything. Um, if anything, she was probably just following orders from her mom, and that's what kind of like threw her in it. But like I know she doesn't want to be involved. I know there's some of the sons that do get involved, but they're not main characters to this whole story because that's how it feels. It feels like this is just like a story. Like this is just like a TV show, like one of those bad reality shows, like those really bad reality shows. I'm talking about like early 2000s Jersey Shore kind of bad. Yeah, the low blows is what got to hear like by attacking people and going after things like in a personal way where it's not fun, it's not a joke anymore, it's not like meant for entertainment, when it's meant to like hurt someone, like that's when you know people fuck around and find out that's what happened. an interactive reality show. Yeah, maybe that's why people get so involved into it because they feel like they could change the outcome. They could control what happens in the show. What did Gina say? Those that have been watching since day one of them. And yeah, Gene, I agree with that. Like, I feel that it all started with the whole Frank reunion thing. So, and it was all money. Like, anytime there's like a really big argument or when things like get really bad between people, it's always money. It's always a money issue. This person's getting paid this, or this person's monetizing here, this person's getting donations here, this person is having people donate on their super stickers there. And it's all about that. But yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick thing. It was only gonna be like 5 minutes, but y'all got me talking. Y'all, but yeah, agreed. That's what it was. Because if this had nothing to do with money, I never said he's gonna be back attacking. I said he's gonna be back. He's gonna fill us in on the information that we don't know, because I'm sure everyone wants to know. Same thing like with Ophelia. If she gets out, or whenever she gets out, I'm sure she's gonna go and give all her side of the story, and then we'll get on Jaime's side of the story, and then we'll see what connects, what makes sense. But yeah, like if I feel like if all this had nothing to do with, like, if money wasn't involved in any of this, like if there was no monetizing on anyone's channel, if there was no one throwing out cash apps, if there was no one dry begging saying that I need this or I need that and I need my bills paid here or I need a new something here. If there was none of that on these platforms, I don't think any of these platforms would have existed. Like the whole reason Ophelia started hers was because she wanted, to monetize, she wanted to get money. And that's cool. Like if anyone who wants to start a channel is able to start a channel, there's no issues with that. It's just the intent of it. If you go in wanting to become rich, wanting to become famous, you're gonna fail because you're never gonna reach that. Like me, I didn't mind just to, have something to do because I was bored and I feel successful off of that. Some people, I need to get a stand for my phone here. So I think people would just find having a channel boring if there was no one there making money. Like, yeah, like, would Ophelia go as hard, not as hard, but would she be making as much videos and everything if she didn't make a cent off of it? I know there's a time where she wasn't monetizing, um, but there was still like some money coming in. If there was if there was no any of that, I don't think she'd be making videos. I don't think a lot of people would be making videos, or if I would, like I still make videos even though I haven't been paid since February because I haven't made the right amount. It doesn't bother me. I'm still making videos like once in a while. I'm sure if I wanted to, make money off of this and make my videos every day, and I could, I just choose not to because I just get my little fix. That's all I want. I just want, like a few people watching. We have a conversation back and forth in the comments like this, and we're good. And it set her up. And I'm really curious on what Annette has to say about all this because I know she was supposed to drop out like today and she was gonna like leave the drama and stuff like that. But for a bomb like this to go off, I'm sure she has some opinions. Gina, I've heard that, and she said that on Manny's show. Also, she said it's because she's old school, and apparently old school means going after like children and parents and stuff like that. No, I don't think Annette wants to talk to me. And I'm here just giving my opinion here. I can't believe it. I feel like Annette depends too much on Ophelia for her just to like throw her to the wolves like that. And Annette hates a lot of people because they're criminals and don't have any lives or anything like that. Bam. Ophelia. I always call her Ophelia. Like I never call her the nicknames. I feel like that's too low for me. But yeah, Ophelia. This is my opinion here. You all could correct me. Y'all could tell me I'm wrong. Y'all could send me as much hate mail. But this is the way I see it. I see it as Jaime does his things. He pokes. He knows how to poke buttons. Like he knows how to push buttons. He knows how to poke the bear. But he does it because I'm the same way. He does it like as a game. He does it to have fun. Like yesterday, he had Glow on his channel, and he was doing the same jokes he always does. Like even when she's not there, he did them like to her. He was laughing. She laughed at them too. Um, and there wasn't any bad intention behind it. When Ophelia does it, she said herself she's out there, to hurt someone, and that's when it's not fun anymore. If it was, if Ophelia, like, I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying my opinion on the way, like, if because she does her skits, she has her characters. I'm not sure who came first. She says that he copied her. He says that she copied him. I'm not sure because I don't follow it that like closely. But if she would have just stuck to like the funny skits, not really calling like people's jobs, like I think that would have like she'd probably be live right now. Jaime too. And if either of them are already out on bond, they will not get out tomorrow. Yeah, all depends on the judge if they want to bond out or if he wants to hold into they can't bond out and they have to pay their whole bail completely. But we're gonna see what happens. Um, okay, a lot of people are saying Annette set it up. Like, can someone fill me in on why? Like, I don't know that. I can't understand that theory. I I can't even see how that would work. Ophelia was out on bond already. Oh, she was out. I think Jaime was out on bond too. Well, I don't know if he really only has three, and that's what I've heard that he only has three. If he only really has three, there is a chance that they could just combine all those. He gets a bail bondsman, pays the 10%, and he could be out. With Ophelia, I heard from multiple people that it's a lot of charges. So even if they do the same thing for her, it's gonna be like a much higher amount. So I don't know if they'd be willing to pay. I don't know if she'd be willing to pay it. I don't know her situation. I don't know her financial situation. I don't know how much the Peacocks are willing to help her out with. But I just feel that Ophelia's bond's going to be a lot higher. He doesn't need to work and soon begin his veterans check. Yeah, I'm sure his brother's already spoken to him and I've already like have a roadmap on what's gonna go on tomorrow and what's gonna happen after that. But yeah, I don't think Jaime's is gonna be that high. If it's just like stalking, from what y'all have said, that it's just three charges of stalking. I don't think it's gonna be that high. They're misdemeanors. Um, from what I've heard about Ophelia, and like I said, I'm gonna take this with a fucking spoonful of salt, not even a grain of salt, because I could be wrong. People could be giving me wrong information. But from her, I heard that it's harassment. I've heard it's stalking. I've heard there's an assault. So a lot of those piling up, those could just build up, and who knows what that could be. But I guess we'll see what happens. If I find out anything, I'll post it on my Facebook or something. And it's late. Everyone should probably be going to bed. We all have work. I don't go to work tomorrow till 5 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna be up all night. So if anyone has any information, find my Facebook and we could talk about it there. All right. Well, have a good night.